say, and that is I.P.W. Are you ready? Welcome back, baby. All right, welcome back. Let's get this show underway. Your opening contest for November to Remember is a singles contest scheduled for one fall.
I put my hand out like this and he grabbed me and hugged me.
This
I was
is
like,
Bad News, Bad Sharpe.
And welcome fans to November to Remember. I am Zach Attack, your ringside commentator for the evening and ring announcer, as well as we see Bad News Brad Sharpe making his way to the ring from the world famous Mudflap Mafia. A rare singles outing tonight for Brad Sharpe. We'll get more into that and why this match is happening here in just a few moments.
Yeah, sorry TJ couldn't be here tonight. He's out deporting some illegals.
We'll have to check the validity of that statement there from Bad News Brad Sharpe. But first, let's introduce his opponent.
And his opponent, representing Black Diamond Entertainment from Hollywood, California, this is Devlin, Deville.
And there he is, Devlin Deville, making his
Lights, camera, action. Devlin Deville here, baby. Live and in color at Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, right? Come on.
Devlin Deville. Very excited to be here for Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling tonight, making his singles debut here in I.P.W. The manager of Black Diamond Entertainment, our new Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. They won those titles 1 month ago, defeating the world famous Mudflap Mafia. Devlin Deville was actually not in attendance. He was busy on a movie set. The man is a legitimate actor, Black Diamond Entertainment. These guys legit entertainers, both in and out of the ring. And Devlin Deville getting ready to take on Bad News Brad Sharpe. And I would imagine Brad Sharpe has got a little bit of animosity toward Devlin Deville. He may not have been here last month, but it was Black Diamond Entertainment. There's the reason why Brad Sharpe is no longer one half of the I.P.W. Tag Team Champions, as Devlin Deville gets a little smack in there. A little showboating, a little showmanship, trying to throw Brad Sharpe off his game. Bad News Brad Sharpe, a little bit more straight-laced, a little bit more by the books, tough as nails than Devlin Deville. A little payback there, a little more disrespect from Bad News Brad Sharpe against Devlin Deville. Our opening contest here for November to Remember here in Muncie, Indiana tonight. As collar and elbow lockup, nope. Brad Sharpe ducks under. There's a huge clothesline from Devlin Deville. And another one, take two. You know what? He thinks he needs one more take three. There's a third clothesline from Devlin Deville. As now Deville comes charging in, flying splash in the corner on Bad News Brad Sharpe. Devlin Deville now, little shake, little rattle, little roll, shades of the honky-tonk man there against Brad News Brad Sharpe, but it's only going to be a 2 count tonight for Devlin Deville off the shake, rattle, and roll. Again, last month, world famous Mudflap Mafia losing the tag team titles. Huge DDT by Devlin Deville. Cover now. Just a 2 count on Brad Sharpe. Last month, it was Black Diamond Entertainment against the Mudflap Mafia. TJ Baker from the Mudflap Mafia not in attendance. He was unable to make it. But with Mudflap rules, which the Mudflap Mafia had used before, Hayden Hex subbed in for TJ Baker, the team of Brad Sharpe, the junior Mudflapper, if you will, and ended up costing the Mudflap Mafia the tag team titles to Black Diamond Entertainment. We will see Black Diamond Entertainment make their first defense of the tag team titles coming up later on tonight. There's a cover and a 2 by Brad Sharpe. Now he's just digging that forearm into the face of Devlin Deville. Brad Sharpe weathering the early storm from Devlin Deville, and now he's taking control. This is the veteran experience from Brad Sharpe. Well, he's a former Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team Champion. You see Louis Bordeaux there in the corner, trying to root on his manager, Devlin Deville. We will see Devlin and crew later on tonight, like I said, defending the tag team titles. That first defense going to be against the team of Bobo Brazil Jr. and BMW. That's coming up later on here tonight on the November to Remember. But right now, Brad Sharpe firmly in control of this contest, taking on Devlin Deville of Black Diamond Entertainment. Brad Sharpe obviously looking to establish himself back here in the I.P.W. roster and rankings. Maybe trying to angle himself for a rematch for the tag team titles at some point. Cover, 2 count, not a lot of body on body there by Brad Sharpe. So Devlin Deville able to kick out of the pin attempt from Bad News Brad Sharpe. As Brad Sharpe now has Devlin Deville backed up into the corner. Whips him in, now charging a huge shoulder into the corner on Devlin Deville. And a big belly-to-belly suplex to followed up by Brad Sharpe. Devlin Deville is in trouble, and a cocky cover by Brad Sharpe. Not going to get the job done against Devlin Deville, who is an accomplished singles competitor outside of Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, but this is his first match in an I.P.W. ring here tonight. Normally he's just seen as the director for Black Diamond Entertainment, but Devlin Deville getting an opportunity to step up in singles competition here tonight. But right now, Bad News Brad Sharpe having his way with Devlin Deville. As Sharpe comes charging into the corner, another big shoulder block into the corner. I think that one moved the ring a little bit. As Brad Sharpe now gets up to the second rope. We don't see him get over on the ropes too often. Brad Sharpe, double stomp back of the head of Devlin Deville, but Devlin wrapped up right in the ropes, a little too close to the ring is Devlin Deville. So now he should be able to get into the ropes very easy on this cover attempt. Again, not a lot of body on body, no looking of the leg by Bad News Brad Sharpe. And at least the Devlin Deville being able to get the shoulder up and grab the ropes and get out of that pinning predicament. Bad News Brad Sharpe now looks to throw Devlin Deville off the ropes once again. Brad Sharpe still in control. Big back hole slam. We've seen him use that before. The black hole slam by Brad Sharpe, as now he's going to look to go up to the second rope once again. We saw him do a double stomp a few minutes ago. And now, no, he's going up to the top, going way up top. Big frog splash. Big frog splash by Brad Sharpe, but he takes his eye off the ball. He hit the black hole slam. He hit the frog splash. But now Black Diamond Entertainment with the distraction, taking his eye off the ball, is Brad Sharpe. Devlin Deville now back on his feet. He's got him hooked. Is this it? He hits him with the unprettier. Cover. And he got him. Devlin Deville gets the win. He won his first match. Yeah, you did, man. Devlin Deville. Devlin Deville getting the win in his first Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling match in singles competition, starting off what could be a big night for Black Diamond Entertainment. Again, later on tonight, we will see Ty Vance and Louis Bordeaux make their first defense of the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team titles. But coming up next, it's going to be tag team action. A little bit of strange Bedfellows tag team action, as we will see the team of Psycho Cop and Harley Steele, frequent enemies, team up against the returning Shield Wall. We have not seen Shield Wall since they lost the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team titles. That match coming up next here on the November to Remember.
Tonight.
as we get ready for the entrance of Psycho Cop at our next contest here at November to Remember tag team action. Again, this is going to be a bit of a strange bedfellows tag team. Psycho Cop has had his issues with Harley Steele. Of course, I'm not sure if this is the Psycho Cop that has the issues with Harley or not. We have seen Psycho Cops in I.P.W. come in all shapes and sizes and colors. We've seen multiple Psycho Cops at a time, 3, 4 at a time sometimes. So I don't know, is this maybe Psycho Cop Prime? Is this the original Psycho Cop perhaps? One of the clones? We don't know, and I don't really have a way to verify. Psycho Cop making his way to the ring. Going to be teaming with Harley Steele tonight to take on the Shield Wall. Psycho Cop has been around Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling for quite some time. And he's usually a crowd favorite. Some fans obviously not wanting to partake in the high fives with Psycho Cop, as now we introduce his tag team partner. Harley Steele getting ready to make his way to the ring here for this tag team contest. We've seen Harley Steele in recent months feuding with Shelby, the Scream Queen, even getting involved with Shelby's father, Jamie Featherston, bringing him back into I.P.W. action at one point as part of the rivalry. Harley Steele, the man who for every day is sweater weather. I legit thought that was a sweater the first time I saw him. That is a hairy, hairy man. I've heard rumor, this unconfirmed, but I've heard rumor that underneath that mask, if you take it off, he looks like the Wolfman. He's that hairy. Unconfirmed, but that's what I've heard. As Harley Steele just stalks his way around the ring. That one fan picking up a chair to protect himself. You never know with Harley Steele. He's a very unpredictable man. That's why I'm making sure that when he's not near me, I'm making the jokes about his hair. As Harley Steele just creeps up past the commentary desk here. Talking with fans, intimidating our fans here at I.P.W. Psycho Cop trying to be polite and open the ropes for his tag team partner. I mean, at least Psycho Cop is willing to give this a go. Psycho Cop is going to try to make this tag team work. I don't know if his partner is going to be willing to try to make it work, but at least Psycho is going to give it a go.
And their opponents from the 9 rounds, Deville, Harley Fairfax, this is the Shield Wall.
And here comes the Shield Wall. On the left, Fenrir Ragnarok. On the right, former I.P.W. Women's Champion Harley Fairfax. Together they are former I.P.W. Tag Team Champions, the Shield Wall. This is actually the first time we have seen them since they lost those World Tag Team titles a couple of months ago. They lost them to the Mud Flat Mafia under dubious circumstances. And then in the month away for the Shield Wall, Mud Flat Mafia lost the tag team titles. So now, this is Shield Wall's opportunity to throw their names back in contention and possibly get themselves another shot at the I.P.W. World Tag Team titles, because they never have gotten their proper rematch for the belts since they lost them. Psycho Cop holding open the ropes for his opponent. You don't see that too often. Psycho Cop is just such a simple young man. He really is. He means well. He's very nice. Like, he's even checking out Ref Ryan. And now I bet he's probably about to check his unwilling tag team partner. Yes. Psycho Cop does the quick check of Harley Steele. As Harley Steele asking the official what the deal is with his tag team partner. Not quite sure why the I.P.W. commissioner and head board put this tag team together. I think it might have been Shieldwall wanted the competition, and these two were the only ones willing to sign the contract for the matches. There's a chain. Harley Steele came prepared. That's probably why he took the match. He had a chain in his pocket, but Ref Ryan found it. So now Harley Steele is without his weaponry against the Shield Wall. We'll see who's going to start this one. Ref Ryan looking to get everything in order here before we can ring the bell and start this contest. Again, Shield Wall, this is their first time in an I.P.W. ring since losing the tag team titles. I had a chance to talk to them earlier today, and they were dialed in, they were intense, they were ready to get back into the ring and reestablish themselves in the I.P.W. tag team division. So we start things off. Harley Steele, Fenrir Ragnarok in the ring. Tag team action here on the November to remember as Harley Steele pushes Fenrir. I don't know if that's a good idea. And it's not. Big shoulder block. Does more damage to Harley Steele than it does Fenrir.
That's a pretty bright light that you want to stay up where it's not on your back.
So Harley Steele, he says one more. He's going to try one more. And no, he just kind of bounces off Fenrir Ragnarok. And again, is he trying to take a powder out of the ring? Is he trying to hide on the timekeeper's table here ringside? Harley Steele doesn't quite know what to make of Fenrir Ragnarok. Well, one more. Maybe third time is the charm. Maybe third time. Nope, wait a minute. Big back elbow by Ragnarok. Sends Harley Steele flying. That probably knocks some of the fur off of him. Fenrir Ragnarok now. Big senton splash on Harley Steele. All that weight crushing down on the chest of Harley Steele. Cover now. And Harley Steele able to muster up enough strength to kick out in the early goings of this tag team contest, as he now tags in his tag team partner, Psycho Cop. We get our first look at Psycho Cop tonight, and he's about as successful as Harley Steele was in trying to take down the big man. Fenrir Ragnarok now, kick to the stomach on Psycho Cop. He picks him up. Psycho Cop tries to counter out of it, tries to shift his weight around, but Fenrir just powers him up and drops him on his head. Holy cow. That has got to hurt Psycho Cop. That had to have taken a lot out of Psycho Cop as he drags him all the way across the ring to tag in Harley Fairfax, the former Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling Women's Champion, in the ring with Psycho Cop. Big snapmare takeover and a big kick to the back on Psycho Cop. Like I said, Fenrir and Harley, they were motivated when I had a chance to talk to them backstage earlier tonight. I very timidly walked up to them to ask them how they were doing because we hadn't seen them in a while. And they were very, very intense. Psycho Cop now, big shoulder block there from Harley Fairfax, takes down Psycho Cop as she just pushes him around, stands on the chest, and gets ready, drops a big leg on Psycho Cop. Here's the cover, hooks the leg. Psycho Cop manages to kick out. Psycho Cop is in trouble here. He needs to make a tag to Harley Steele as Harley Fairfax just takes him across the ring, back to Fenrir as they're about to do some double team action here on the Psycho Cop. Shoots him off the ropes. Double chop by Fenrir Ragnarok and Harley Fairfax. War drum on the way for Psycho Cop. I don't think Psycho Cop's going to like the beat of this drum. Fenrir now gets him in position, and here come the beats of the war drum. Oh, oh my. He is laying those in on Psycho Cop. You hear the smack of those shots. 10 beats of the war drum on Psycho Cop. Goes for the cover. Harley Steele not even making a move to save his partner. Psycho Cop, though, able to kick out. Psycho Cop now in dire straits as Fenrir now locks in the submission right in front of his partner. I think Harley Steele is taunting his partner instead of helping his partner. Harley Steele not really making an effort to tag his partner. He drops down off the apron. Harley Steele is leaving his tag team partner high and dry in this match. And big flying headbutt by Finrare Ragnarok. And that's going to just about do it and put away Psycho Cop as Harley Steele walks away, abandoning his tag team partner. But the bigger news, the Shield Wall win their Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling return and reestablish themselves here in the tag team division of I.P.W. The Shield Wall looking to restake their claim in the I.P.W. tag team division. Get that shot back at the I.P.W. tag team titles that they had never lost. And I would have to say that an impressive outing like the one they had tonight will certainly help in doing that. Coming up next on November to Remember in singles competition, we will see the former United States champion Luke Savage in his first match since losing the U.S. title, as he will take on the Nerd. That's coming up next here on the November to Remember from Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling.
Your next contest is a singles bout scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Fort Wayne, Indiana, Nelson, Edwin, Robert, Dolittle, the fifth. This is the Nerd.
As we get ready to see the return of the Nerd here on Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, Nelson, Edwin, Robert, Dolittle the fifth, the Nerd. He fancies himself a ladies' man. I have not seen too many of the ladies of Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling lining up to try to get a date with this Nerd. I mean, I'm known to be a fairly nerdy guy. I'm into things like Star Wars and Dragon Ball Z, and obviously obsessed with professional wrestling. But this guy makes me look normal and sane by comparison. The Nerd, Nelson, Edwin, Robert Dolittle the fifth, arguably one of the biggest matches of his Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling career tonight. He's got the former United States champion Luke Savage in the ring here tonight. Luke Savage coming off of losing the United States title at our last show. He lost it to Big Whiskey Jared Kripke. Granted, Big Whiskey kind of stole that victory, but at the end of the day, it was Whiskey that walked out with the tag gold, and it was Luke Savage that walked home empty-handed. We will see what kind of mindset Luke Savage is in. The Nerd right now still jaw-jacking with fans. I hope he's focused on the opportunity that's ahead of him, because again, this is possibly the biggest opportunity of the Nerd's career. He's got the United States champion in a straight-up one-on-one contest. Nerd talking with the I.P.W. fans, messing with the fans at ringside. Wait a minute, I'd be careful with her if I were you, Nerd. That's the wife of Bobo Brazil Jr. We're going to see Bobo later on tonight. I'd be careful getting her in her face, as it's time to meet his opponent, the former United States champion. Big Daddy Luke Savage getting ready to make his way to the ring. for this singles contest. Luke Savage, accompanied by his manager, Mr. Glitterbritches. And Luke, very popular with the I.P.W. faithful here. One of the most popular young athletes here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. And he looks to try to get back on the winning track and reestablish himself in title contention here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. Obviously, he would like another shot at the U.S. title and Big Whiskey Jared Kripke. I've also heard him say that he would love to have the opportunity to challenge once again for the I.P.W. World Heavyweight Championship. He got a couple of shots when Ace King was champion, but he would love to have a shot at the new world champion Pitbull if the opportunity presented itself. But for right now, the Nerd is the task at hand. Luke Savage and the Nerd, singles competition here. Here comes the Nerd! Nerd getting the jump on Luke Savage, and we are underway. But Luke Savage, Nerd took his eye off the ball for just a moment, and Luke Savage already making him pay for it. Big hip toss by Luke Savage. And a nice arm drag as well by Savage. Nerd trying to start off hot, but Luke Savage is the one seeming to get the jump on the Nerd. Standing moonsault by Luke Savage. Just a count of 2 off the standing moonsault for Luke Savage. As Savage now makes his way around the ring, and oh my, big chop to the chest of the Nerd. Of course, there's not a lot of meat to chop on that chest. Nerd is a very skinny man, but that was another massive chop by Luke Savage on the Nerd as he's just taking him for a tour around the ring. Nerd begging off, wanting a break. I don't think Luke Savage is going to give it to him, though. Here in the corner, no, Luke Savage gets pulled into the turnbuckle face first, and that's the opening the Nerd needed. Stomps in the corner. Nerd now choking out Luke Savage. Referee administering the count. He breaks it up at 4. Nerd now. Again, though, took his eye off the ball. Luke Savage getting that opening to try to fight back, but the Nerd this time snuffs it out. Going for the neck breaker, perhaps. Little shades of Rick Rude with the Rude Awakening there. The extra hip swivel. Nerd now goes for the cover, hooks the leg, and an easy kick out by Luke Savage. It's a little early to think that you might have put away the United States champion in Luke Savage. Nerd working over Luke Savage in the corner. Again, Nerd does realize that this is the biggest singles opportunity in his Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling career. He's got the former United States champion in the ring. He knows that everybody would consider it a massive upset if he gets the win tonight. He's the underdog. And the Nerd coming out aggressive in this contest. Don't let the bravado fool you. As he blows a kiss to the I.P.W. crowd. Luke Savage now. That provided the opening Luke needed to fight back. That's why Luke is a former champion and Nerd has not quite gotten to that level yet. Taking his eye off the ball. Big forearms there by Luke Savage as he throws the Nerd off the ropes. Luke now gets hit by a big clothesline though. Nerd counters and the Nerd gets the upper hand. Gives Nelson, Edwin, Robert Dolittle the 5th the chance to catch his breath for a moment here against Luke Savage. Mr. Glitterbritches trying to get the fans behind Luke Savage. Big knee drop there by the Nerd as Luke Savage tries to roll away from the Nerd. Savage now finds himself in trouble in the middle of the ring as now the Nerd gets ready to jump off the second rope. Big double axe handle on Luke Savage off the second rope for the Nerd. I mean, I'm just trying to do my job here, Nerd. I'm sorry. Nerd gets hit by a big chop by Luke Savage. Now fires back himself. Nerd still working on Luke Savage here. Savage in trouble. The Nerd, though, still talking with the fans. Still jaw-jacking with the fans. Taking his eye off the ball. Luke Savage now in trouble. Nerd, big knee drop to the back of the head on Luke Savage. As Savage now falls out of the ring here ringside. The Nerd goes to follow him out there. Referee starts the count. Luke Savage now hits back at the Nerd. Hits back at the Nerd again. Nerd now, he's on one of the VIP tables. Nerd is on one of our ringside tables in front of the I.P.W. fans. Got to get him back into the ringside area at least. By the way, if you want to sit up and close and personal at an Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling event, DM us on Facebook. And you can reserve one of those ringside tables for our next I.P.W. event. January the 11th, back at the Delaware County Fairgrounds is the next Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling show. As the Nerd gets some shots in on Luke Savage now. Luke Savage in bad shape in the corner. Mr. Glitterbritches trying to root him on. Trying to get this I.P.W. crowd behind Luke Savage as the Nerd still in control. Big chop to the chest of Luke Savage by the Nerd. Again, though, the Nerd goes to distract himself with the crowd and gets chopped in the chest for it. Now here comes the Nerd looking to shoot Luke Savage off the ropes. Savage now counters. Nerd gets hit with a big clothesline. Big clothesline and another one by Luke Savage. Is this the comeback for Luke Savage? Comes running in. Springboard, body splash. Count, covered, no. Just a 2 on the Nerd. Luke Savage, though, has retaken control of this contest. Luke Savage looking to get this Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling crowd behind him here tonight. A lot of veterans in attendance as this is our veterans event. The November to remember. Luke Savage now has the Nerd up. Nerd counters, boxes the ears of Luke Savage. As now Glitterbritches, the manager for Luke Savage, getting up on the apron to check on his man. But is this a distraction? Nerd rolls him up. He's got him rolled. He got the tights. He got the tights. Nerd had the tights, but he gets the win. The Nerd gets the win. He gets the upset. That has got to be considered a massive upset and the biggest win of Nelson Edwin Robert Dolittle V's Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling career. Hey, wait a minute. Luke Savage now getting hit rough with Mr. Glitterbritches and pushing away the referee. Luke Savage is upset. He's had a few matches not go his way lately. He's telling Glitterbritches he was that close to getting put down by Luke Savage. But Luke Savage loses to the Nerd. That's the story here. The second half coming up on Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. As now here we go. Second half underway for Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. 3 matches down, 3 to go. And we start things off with the Tag Team Championships on the line. The team of Bobo Brazil Jr. on your left. BMW on the right. The Brothers with Attitude. Bobo Brazil Jr. has been demanding competition from the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling headboard for months. He's been wanting stronger competition. He says, I'm a multi-time champion, multi-time Hall of Famer. I demand the best competition here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, and the headboard has obliged. They said, we will give it to you, Bobo. You get the tag team title shot at the November to Remember alongside your new tag team partner, BMW. This is a team that has formed in recent months here in Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, and they have had some success so far as we get ready for this tag team championship match. The first defense for Black Diamond Entertainment against the Brothers with Attitude.
So they can forget about that. The belts are going around our way.
We will see Bobo Brazil Jr. very confident in what he and BMW are going to accomplish here tonight in their tag team championship opportunity. BMW is a former tag team champion, teaming up with Ace King in a previous life before Ace King betrayed everybody and joined Southern Discomfort, as now Bobo and BMW get their shot tonight at the belts.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully if they're ready, the champions.
Lights, camera, and action!
I know we were just over there. We're back.
There they are, Black Diamond Entertainment.
This is shot one, take two, scene two, the second match.
Black Diamond Entertainment getting ready for their first tag team title defense.
That's right, baby. First tag defense with the Indiana Powerhouse Tag Team Championships. And we're walking home with these, I think, right? Driving home, flying home, doesn't matter. These are staying with us.
Very confident Ty Vance and Louis Bordeaux getting ready to make their first defense of the I.P.W. World Tag Team Championship here tonight at the November to Remember. Last month they beat the Mud Flat Mafia to become champions. Tonight they look to take on the Son of the Legend and the Lone Wolf and retain these titles.
Official BBE merch right here.
Black Diamond Entertainment having fun with the fans. These guys have become very popular with the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling fans as we get ready for the championship introductions.
Hey, Bobo, since you've been here, I'm gonna go ahead and plug it now. Y'all, everybody, November 23rd, MCIW, our sister company, is having a show. You're gonna see some good old talent down there at the Garden Coliseum down in Indianapolis. And we do have tickets on sale here tonight. So if you want one, let me know. I think they're $12 for VIP, $10 for general admission. Let me know before you leave tonight. I've got them in hand right now, special out the press. All right, now with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the introductions for your Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team Championship match. Introducing first the challengers, the team of I.P.W. and the multi-time champion and multi-time Hall of Famer, Bobo Brazil Jr.
Courtesy.
And now introducing the champions, making their first defense of the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team Championships, being accompanied by their manager, the director, Devlin Deville, from Nolens, the team of Louis Bordeaux and Ty Vance. This is Black Diamond Entertainment!
And here we go, Black Diamond Entertainment looking to make their first defense of the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team titles tonight against BMW and the son of the legend, Bobo Brazil Jr., a man that has held many championships throughout his professional wrestling career, looking to add I.P.W. gold to the trophy case here tonight against a very game Ty Vance and Louis Bordeaux. Respect for both teams. No animosity here, just competition and opportunity is all that these teams are interested in. And we start things off with BMW and Louis Bordeaux. Collar and elbow lockup now to start things off. These two big, powerful men. Louis Bordeaux and BMW in a bit of a stalemate here. So now Louis Bordeaux, BMW, sizing each other up. Looking maybe for another collar and elbow lockup. Yes, indeed. Collar and elbow lockup there. And again, stalemate between BMW and Louis Bordeaux. A little bit of a feeling out process here in the early going of this tag team match. Again, Black Diamond Entertainment trying to make their first defense of the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team titles. Another collar and elbow lockup now with B&W and Louis Bordeaux. Neither man backing down, really. Side headlock now by Louis Bordeaux. Bordeaux has BMW in the headlock. BMW shoots him off the ropes. Big shoulder block, but again, nobody goes anywhere between BMW and Louis. Now BMW shoots himself off the ropes, runs into Louis Bordeaux. Nothing going there. So BMW says, all right, Louis, you do it one more time. And here we go, another big shoulder block. And again, nobody really goes anywhere. We've got a stalemate here. And I.P.W. is now, they both go, there we go, BMW goes down. Louis Bordeaux came charging in, and BMW is the first one to go off his feet in this tag team championship match. B&W acknowledging that Louis Bordeaux got the best of him that time. BMW, Louis Bordeaux circling the ring. I've noticed since teaming with Bobo Brazil Jr., BMW going for a little bit more of the old school look, the simple singlet, no pads, simple boots. Very much influenced by his tag team partner, Bobo Brazil Jr. Very old school in many ways. Louis Bordeaux now trying to get his way out of the headlock. He does with an arm wringer here. Got the arm lock on BMW. Locks the fingers now and pushes him back on BMW. That's got to hurt. BMW's arm, you're not supposed to bend it that way. He gets to the rope, so that should cause a breakup as Ty Vance will tag in for the first time in this contest. They shoot BMW off the ropes. Big double back elbow by Black Diamond Entertainment has got BMW down. Now a chin lock by Ty Vance on BMW. BMW now finds himself in trouble. Ever since he got knocked off his feet by Louis Bordeaux, BMW's had trouble staying on his feet. He's got to get to his tag team partner, Bobo Brazil Jr., maybe make the tag here. As Louis Bordeaux and BMW able to power his way out. Here's where we'll see a little bit of a size and strength advantage in the favor of BMW over Ty Vance. The quick and athletic Ty Vance takes a huge shoulder block there and goes down from BMW. Ty Vance, now he's the one that finds himself in an arm lock. BMW just having his way now with Ty Vance. Now he's got back on his feet, and now here comes the son of the legend. I believe BMW is getting ready for the tag. There it is. And Bobo Brazil Jr. is the legal man. Don't let the age fool you. The man can still hit like an ox, and he has got one of the smartest wrestling acumens of any person that I know. I believe I've shared the story before. When I first started here with Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling as a ring announcer about a year and a half ago, Bobo Brazil Jr. was sitting ringside with us at the timekeeper's table for most of the matches, and I learned more sitting on the learning tree there with Bobo Brazil for those first few months than I had my entire career in wrestling to that point. Bobo Brazil Jr. knows exactly how to manipulate the body, how to manipulate his opponent. As Bobo now snaps the fingers of Ty Vance. Some small joint manipulation. Bobo maybe getting a little dirty here with Ty Vance as he slams the hand now into the turnbuckle. And don't let the fact that that's padded fool you. That's not a super thick pad, and underneath that's a big metal buckle as Ty Vance is getting his hand slammed into it. Because trust me, when somebody with the strength of Bobo Brazil Jr. is throwing your hand into the turnbuckle like that, that padding is not going to matter. Bobo now continuing to work over the hand of Ty Vance in this contest. The hand and arm of Ty Vance. Bobo Brazil's got him locked up. Now looks to throw him off the ropes. Bobo now gets hit with a shoulder block by Ty Vance, loses his balance. This is the opening Ty Vance might need. Ty now goes for a headlock on Bobo Brazil Jr. Bobo now looking to get back up on his feet with ease with the much smaller Ty Vance as he's gotten backed up. Oh no. Oh, I thought for a second, I thought one of those big Bobo chops was coming for Ty Vance. Those echo throughout Muncie when Bobo starts throwing those chops. Big elbow to the top of the head of Ty Vance. Ty needs to make a tag to the much bigger Louis Bordeaux. Ty Vance is in trouble here. Louis Bordeaux and Devlin Deville trying to root Ty Vance on to get to the corner. Bobo Brazil, though, doing a good job of cutting off the ring and not letting Ty Vance get where he needs to go. Ty Vance tries to push Bobo away, but there's just not a lot of strength there. Ty Vance has been on the receiving end of a lot of punishment from the challengers, the brothers with attitude, Bobo Brazil Jr. and BMW. As now Bobo continuing to work over the hand and arm of Ty Vance, has him wrapped up in the ropes, referee administering the count, and Bobo's got to break the hold. Ty Vance has to try to find a way to create an opening here as Bobo Brazil Jr. tags in BMW, and he can just stand there. Ty Vance trying to get away, and the strength of Bobo Brazil Jr. just holding him in place. Ty Vance now still in dire straits. He was close, but BMW again. Smart ring awareness. BMW stepping in front of Ty Vance and cutting him off from being able to reach his tag team partner. That's why BMW is a former Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling tag team champion. Ty Vance is in trouble here as they continue to work over the arm of Ty Vance. When you're a high flyer like Ty Vance, you need your arms to be able to steady yourself when you climb up on those ropes, when you get ready to do those agility maneuvers. The arms play a big role, so if you've got a bad wing, you're in trouble. As Ty Vance now, shot to the stomach on BMW. He goes for an armbar of his own. Arm lock of his own by Ty Vance. Is this the opening Ty needed to be able to try and make that tag? BMW now in trouble as Ty Vance has got him in the ring. Ty makes the tag. Here comes Louis Bordeaux. Ty Vance gets the breather, and in comes the big man for Black Diamond Entertainment. Elbow drop on the BMW. Louis Bordeaux now back in the ring, giving Ty Vance the much-needed minute he needed to recover that arm. Trying to get some feeling back in that arm. As now Louis Bordeaux continues working over the arm of BMW now. Arm lock of his own. Louis Bordeaux trapping BMW. Looks back over, makes the tag back into Ty Vance. I'm not sure if that's the best idea. Ty Vance just tagged out. He hadn't had a lot of time to catch his breath as BMW takes a big double shoulder block from Ty and Louis, and yet Ty is still favoring that arm. Ty Vance looks to go for the cover, to kick out by BMW. Ty Vance not really able to put a lot of power, a lot of weight behind that kick out. He's trying to keep the weight off that bad arm, as now BMW gets wrapped up in the arm wringer now. Of course, BMW with his size, the big man should have no problem being able to reach the ropes as he's trying. BMW's fighting, trying to get to the ropes, trying to get out of this submission from Ty Vance. Black Diamond Entertainment now the ones cutting off the ring. Well, BMW might be able to just power his way out. I talked about getting to the ropes. BMW is just going to power his way through. BMW now takes out Ty Vance. Ty Vance now up against the ropes. Brothers with attitude. Will they be able to win the tag team titles here tonight? Big clothesline from BMW. BMW, though, now he's favoring the arm. I.P.W. trainers are going to be administering some ice on some arms and shoulders here tonight. Ty Vance, BMW, locked up in the center of the ring. BMW, Ty Vance goes for the suplex. No, BMW blocks it. Now BMW goes for a suplex. Ty Vance blocks it. Who's going to be able to get it? These two men both jockeying for position. Ty Vance gets the big suplex on BMW. Both men are down in the ring. Louis Bordeaux, Ty Vance trying to say take it home. It's time to take two. This is the move that won them the tag team titles a month ago. BMW in position. Hey, wait a minute. What's Hayden Heck doing out here? Hayden Heck for the Mudflat Mafia, who lost the titles last month. Wait a minute. There's Brad Sharpe. Brad Sharpe's in the ring. Brad Sharpe's in the ring. Brad Sharpe takes out BMW. Referee calls for the bell. This match is over. I believe a disqualification. Cocoa Butt from Bobo, Brazil. Black Diamond Entertainment gets ready for take 2 on Brad Sharpe. But the referee has thrown this contest out. Let's get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your winners as a result of a disqualification. The Brothers with Attitude, I.P.W. and Polo.
So there you have it, the official word, a disqualification. Brothers with Attitude, BMW and Bobo Brazil Jr. get the win, but not the titles, as Black Diamond Entertainment still your Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Tag Team Champions. Still to come here tonight at Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, the big 4-on-4 elimination main event, Team Southern Discomfort against Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. But before that, we've got women's action on the way. It's the Scream Queen Shelby taking on the debuting Leela Feist. Coming up next here on the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling November to Remember.
Introducing first, from Los Angeles, California, she's the Divine Drama. This is Leela Feist.
Leela Feist getting ready to make her Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling debut. This is our first look at Leela Feist in I.P.W. action. Leela Feist up against the very popular Scream Queen Shelby Knight. We'll talk more about her opponent here in a moment. Leela Feist, excited for the opportunity. I had the chance to talk to her backstage before the show. She was excited for her I.P.W. debut, and she was excited to be taking on a competitor like Shelby, who's very popular with the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling fans, an I.P.W. stalwart, if you will. A match like this, a perfect way for Leela Feist to establish herself early in her Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling career if she can get the win over the Scream Queen here tonight. The Scream Queen Shelby making her way to the ring for this contest with Leela Feist. Of course, Shelby last month challenged our I.P.W. Women's Champion Vanessa Holiday for the title. Shelby came up short, but looked impressive in that outing against Vanessa Holiday. A win here tonight could help move Shelby back up in the I.P.W. rankings. Maybe work her way toward another title shot against Vanessa Holiday. Shelby very popular with the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling fans. Of course, she used to be a part of a faction with my sometimes color commentator, Pastor Payne. She was known as Sister Shelby. But when she broke off on her own, she became the Scream Queen and has established herself as a favorite among the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling fans. Big matchup here tonight in the women's division. The debuting Leela Feist against the Scream Queen Shelby. A big opportunity for the debuting Feist, as there's the bell and we are underway. Women's action here on the November to remember. Of course, still to come, our big 4-on-4 elimination main event, the November tradition. A 4-on-4 tag team elimination match. We still don't know the final 2 members of Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. They are kept a closely guarded secret. I've looked backstage. I've not seen anybody backstage that I don't know, that I don't recognize, that wasn't already on the card. So whoever it is, Captain Pitbull and his tag team partner, El Fuego Benny Cantella, they are keeping it a secret from even the locker room tonight on who the 3rd and 4th men are going to be in that elimination main event. As Shelby now has Leela Feist in a head scissor. Leela gets out of it. And a standoff between these 2 competitors. Evenly matched to start things off here tonight. A little bit of a feeling out process between Leela Feist and the Scream Queen. Collar and elbow lockup once again with Leela and the Scream Queen. Now an arm bar, by Leela Feist on the Scream Queen Shelby. Leela Feist now working over the arm bar. Now a reversal by Shelby. Now Shelby's the one with the armbar and Leela Feist. A little bit of jockeying for position. Now Leela Feist gets her. Hammerlock. Hammerlock, Shelby. Nowhere really for her to go. Shelby now trying to find a way out of this hammerlock by Leela Feist. Now a go around, turn around. By Leela, on Leela Feist by Shelby. Now Leela Feist with nowhere to go. Again, these 2 very evenly matched so far here tonight. Headlock by Leela Feist. Leela with a headlock on the Scream Queen as Scream Queen Shelby pushes her up against the ropes. Leela Feist off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle takes down Shelby. Leela Feist now off the ropes. Roll over on Shelby. As square off again between these 2. Again, evenly matched to start things off here tonight in this women's match. Shelby and Leela Feist. Now a go behind by Leela Feist. Can Shelby get out of this? Shelby trying to counter. Trying to work her way out. Leela Feist now. Duck under, arm drag. Shelby down. As now Shelby finds herself in the arm drag and the arm bar. Leela Feist in control of this contest now on the Scream Queen. Feist trying to hold down Shelby, but Shelby gets back up to her feet. Shelby trying to fight back on Leela Feist. As Leela Feist now in the corner, hops over the top of Shelby. Now Feist throws Shelby into the corner. Shelby's gonna counter now. A little bit of tit for tat here between these 2 young ladies. As now there's an arm drag by Shelby to get him out of the corner, and another arm drag into the arm bar by Shelby. Some grappling from these 2 women to start off this contest here at Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling's November to Remember. The Scream Queen and Leela Feist. Again, Shelby had that outing last month against Vanessa Holiday where she came up short for the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling women's title. And I'm sure Leela Feist thinks if she can get the win here tonight, that would establish her as a future contender for the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling Women's Championship. Right now, that division is wide open. Vanessa Holiday not here this month. She'll be returning to I.P.W. action soon. And Leela Feist wants to be the challenger waiting for her when she returns. So Leela Feist is taking control of this. Wait a minute, there's Luke Savage. What's Luke Savage doing out here? What is Luke Savage doing at ringside? Along with Mr. Glitterbritches, Luke Savage has made his way out here. Now here's Shelby. Insecurity on Leela Feist. As Luke Savage, it looks like he's trying to get the crowd behind the Scream Queen. Savage and Glitterbritches, not quite sure what their business is here, but they're obviously rooting on Scream Queen Shelby here against Leela Feist. As Leela Feist looks to fight back in the corner. Big chop in the corner by Leela Feist on the Scream Queen. Shelby now backed in the corner. Big forearm. Another big forearm. Duck under by Shelby. Now she starts throwing forearms in the corner. Shelby trying to get back into this matchup against Leela Feist. Leela Feist now in the corner. Shelby on top of her. Elbows in the corner by Shelby. Shelby now throws another elbow into the corner. Leela Feist in trouble. Thrown in the turnbuckle by Shelby. Shelby has taken control of this match ever since Luke Savage came out. So maybe Luke Savage out here to root on Shelby is working. As there's Leela Feist trying to counteract. Nice roll through by Leela Feist, back elbow. And she goes for some knees to the stomach of Shelby. And a splash on the third. Only a 2 count though as Shelby kicks out at the count of 2. Mr. Glitter Britches trying to get a Shelby chant started. The I.P.W. faithful joining in. Now Leela Feist. And Shelby. Fighting back and forth here. Feist and Shelby. Shelby. And Feist throwing elbows back and forth. Shelby. And Feist. Shelby goes for a suplex. Leela Feist is going to block it. Leela Feist rolls her up. Small package. Small package. Only a 2. Only a 2 count there for Leela Feist on the Scream Queen. Both these women are exhausted in this contest. It's been a hard-fought battle between Leela Feist and Scream Queen Shelby. Shelby now thrown into the buckle. Here comes Leela Feist charging in into a big boot by Shelby. Shelby now moves out of the way. Leela Feist goes flying into the corner. Is this the opening Shelby needs? Forearm by Shelby in the corner. She has Leela Feist up against the ropes. Shoots her off the ropes. Luke Savage grabs the leg. Hey, Savage just grabbed the leg of Leela Feist and throws an elbow. Right in plain view of the official, but he's letting it go. Shelby talking with Savage, asking, what are you doing? I don't know if Shelby was fully aware they were out here. Leela Feist now gets Shelby up. Locks her in, drops her on her head. Leela Feist drops Shelby, goes for the cover, and that's going to do it. Leela Feist gets the win after Shelby was distracted by Luke Savage. So Leela Feist defeats the former world title contender in Shelby and lines herself up nicely to stake her claim at the top of the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling Women's Division in her debut match. Leela Feist, your winner, but the bigger story here is what is the deal with Luke Savage and Mr. Glitter Britches? And why does Luke have a chair? Luke Savage has gotten into the ring with Shelby. We don't know the business of Luke Savage and Shelby. See if we can pick something up here.
Shelby. So the Scream Queen lost the match. Boo-hoo. You know, Shelby, maybe, just maybe, you need to go back to the concession stand, make yourself useful, woman, and make Luke and I some family.
Oh, wait a minute. That's a little derogatory there by Mr. Glitter Britches. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, my God! We need help. We need help right now. We need help for Shelby right now. Somebody get some help out here. He just cracked her in the head with a steel chair. We need help from the back right now. Luke Savage just cracked Shelby in the head with a steel chair. We need some help out here from, if anybody can hear me in the back, we need help right now. No. Luke, no. Luke, no. Somebody stop him. Somebody stop this. Get a referee out here. Somebody. Medic. Officials. Our commissioner's begging for somebody to get out here. You need to get a suspension. Hey, wait a minute. The big man, the heavy for our commissioner is in the ring. Hey, wait a minute. Luke, I don't think you want to mess with Big CR. I think you want to get out of there. Finally, somebody steps in and prevents Luke Savage from doing any further damage, but we got to get some help out here for Shelby. As now IPW officials are making their way to the ring. I see Ref Ryan, I see our head of security, Red. Our commissioner, Big Daddy B, is out here. Big man CR is in here. Who's your big boy? There's Shelby's father. Jamie is out here. Finally, we got some help for Shelby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your main event tonight, it's the November tradition, the 4-on-4 Elimination Tag Team match. In this match, competitors are eliminated by pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. The match will continue until all 4 members of the team have been eliminated. Let's bring the combatants to the ring first. Team Southern Discomfort.
In some ways, it's the match over a year in the making. It was 1 year ago in the November to Remember Elimination Tag Team main event. Southern Discomfort got the win, and they installed the man that at the time was in their back pocket, Commissioner Big Daddy B.
I'm hurt. I'm not doing it tonight.
Snake Williams Jr. adamant that he's not going to be wrestling tonight. There you see Big DC on the left, representing Southern Discomfort. On the right, our United States champion, Big Whiskey, Jared Kripke, the top shelf talent. All 3 representing Team Southern Discomfort. Their 4th member, Ace King, yet to come out. We haven't seen Ace King since he lost that casket match a month ago to El Fuego Benny Candela. But it was a year ago, November to Remember, Southern Discomfort won the elimination main event. Big Daddy B, at the time, like I said, the commissioner was in their back pocket. He was made the commissioner of I.P.W. officially, and it started a reign of terror that has lasted for the better part of the past year from Southern Discomfort. Tonight, Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling looks to get the win, looks to get payback, but we still don't know the final 2 men. We only know the captain, the Pitbull, Rodney Foltz, the I.P.W. World Champion, and his tag team partner, El Fuego Benny Candela. Benny was on Team Southern Discomfort a year ago. And a lot of people are pointing that to being the moment that things started to fall apart for Southern Discomfort. When Benny left Southern Discomfort a few months ago is when things started to show some cracks in the foundation for Southern Discomfort. As this is a little bit different music now. Is this Ace King? Oh my. This is a different look for Ace King. Dressed in black, bringing the shovel, symbolic of when he was buried a month ago in that casket match. Ace King has risen and looks to wreak havoc on Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling in this match. And notice too, Big Whiskey and Big DC hanging with Ace King. Snake Williams made his way to the ring a while ago. He didn't even hang around his tag team partners. And that's what we're talking about. Cracks in the foundation in Southern Discomfort. After a year on top, things are starting to look different in Southern Discomfort. As Ace King stalks his way around the ring. Again, this is our first time seeing him since a month ago when he lost that casket match to El Fuego. Now it's time to meet Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. Looks like we're going to hear from our commissioner first. Whoa! Wait a minute. Snake has got to start the match. Snake has got to start the match.
So tonight, you're starting it off. Have fun.
Snake Williams Jr. has got to start this contest for Team Southern Discomfort.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling.
Now it's time for Team I.P.W. to make their way to the ring. Again, team captain, the Pitbull Rodney Foltz, the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Champion, his tag team partner, El Fuego, Benny Candela. But we still don't know the two mystery men. Are we about to find them out? Are we about to find them out? Well, I see Pitbull. I see El Fuego. I see the manager just in time. But I don't see two more competitors. Are these two going to try to go it alone? Are they going to try to go it 2-on-2? El Fuego, Benny Candela leading the way down the aisle for Team Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. El Fuego has become one of the more popular athletes here in I.P.W. Since leaving Southern Discomfort and joining forces with our world champion. There you see him, the Pitbull, Rodney Foltz. A man who has been the cornerstone of Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling from the very beginning, but only recently winning his first world championship. In the midst of his first reign as I.P.W. champion, tonight, one of the biggest matches in recent memory of Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling, Team I.P.W., Team Southern Discomfort, the elimination match a year in the making. And going back to Snake Williams Jr. a month ago, we had not seen Snake since he lost the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Championship to Ace King. Ace was his hand-picked champion. They did the old finger poke of doom. As we got to get ready for main event introductions for this elimination tag team contest here at the November to Remember. We still don't know who the partners are. Are Pitbull and El Fuego? Wait a minute, Pitbull's got a microphone. I think we're about to get some answers here. I think we're about to get some answers from the Pitbull on who might be the final men on Team I.P.W. Oh, they're making Snake take off that arm brace. Snake Williams Jr., he's been adamant he's not wrestling because he has an arm injury. He's in this match because the I.P.W. headboard forced him to be in it due to contractual obligations. They're forcing him to start the match in order to compete and fulfill those contractual obligations, and now they're making him take off that heavy arm brace to make sure he doesn't use it as a weapon in this match. Snake saying he doesn't want to take it off. Ref Ryan saying he's going to disqualify Snake if he doesn't take it off. Now Snake does. He threatens the referee with it.
Set. Take that to the back. Don't let him have it.
Because as bad as I want you, I had someone call me 2 weeks ago that wants you that much more. And it's this man right here.
Somebody that wants Snake that much more. Who could it be? Who could it be? Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know this music. We have not. There's no way. We haven't seen him in months. It couldn't possibly be. As Cotton Eye Joe goes through the Delaware County Fairgrounds, it is! He's back! It's Jebediah Blackhawk! We haven't seen Jebediah in months since he was taken out by Southern Discomfort and carried out of the arena. The man from Hawk Hollow, Kentucky has made his return to Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. This place is going nuts. It's a celebration. It's a homecoming. Jebediah is back in I.P.W. and he's out to get Southern Discomfort. What a teammate to pull up for Pitbull and El Fuego. They made the call to Hawk Hollow, Kentucky, and they got the big man Jebediah Blackhawk. He's back, baby. Snake Williams Jr. can't be happy about this. His former tag team partner. The original Southern Discomfort was Jebediah Blackhawk and Snake Williams Jr. Snake turned his back on Jebediah, turned Southern Discomfort into a full-blown faction, and Jebediah has been out for revenge ever since on his former tag team partner. Let's get ready for the main event introductions. Up in the ring.
Ain't seen you in a while, baby. Oh my God, it's so good.
One more.
Hey, you're not trying to steal, bro. You're not trying.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your November to remember main event, a 4-on-4 elimination tag team match. Introducing first, Team Southern Discomfort. Big DC Mastiff. I.P.W. United States Champion, Big Whiskey. Snake Williams Jr. And now, Team Indiana Powerhouse the team captain, the world heavyweight champion, Pitbull.
He's gonna start, right? He's gotta start. He's gotta start. This guy's gonna start.
And here we go. It's main event time. Jebediah Blackhawk is back. It's starting off 4-on-3, but Pitbull and El Fuego kept telling me the fourth man is on the way, but he's not here yet. And we're starting things off with the original Southern Discomfort. Snake trying to get a tag from Ace. No dice. Big Whiskey. No tag there. Big DC. No. This is interesting. It's almost as if Southern Discomfort has turned their back on Snake. I think DC just told him, go be a leader. Like I said, Snake Williams Jr. has been an absent captain here for Southern Discomfort. We haven't seen him in a while. He had to be forced to be here by I.P.W. management. Now Snake's going into the boot. Oh, he's got some knucks. Snake came prepared. Snake has got some brass knucks in his boot, ready for Jebediah Blackhawk. Hey, wait a minute. Jebediah's going to the overalls. He's got a pair of knucks too. These two men know each other well. Jebediah came prepared as well to take on his old tag partner, Snake Williams Jr. He was ready for the knucks. Here we go. Ref Ryan trying to tell both of them, guys, you can't use those. As now here, hey, wait a minute. What the heck? What the heck? They just took out their own partners. Has the original Southern Discomfort reformed? Snake and Jebediah laying everybody out with brass knuckles, and now they're working up Big DC up the aisle. Are you kidding me? What a start to this match. The original Southern Discomfort is back together. They're knocking DC Mastiff all the way up the aisle. Ref Ryan administering the count. We might have a count out to start off this match. There's 4. 5 now. Ref Ryan counting out both men. I have a feeling he's going to get to 10. Jebediah and Snake have taken Big DC all the way up the aisle, up through the ring, through the curtain. They're backstage. We can't even see them anymore. They're gone. There's now Ref Ryan continuing the count. He's up to 8. That's it. That's it. Ref Ryan is counted out. So Snake and Jebediah have been counted out, so we're technically down to 3-on-3, but the final man still hasn't shown up for I.P.W., so it's still 3-on-2. Pitbull and El Fuego against Team Southern Discomfort. Who's going to be the first man for Southern Discomfort to even get back into the ring? And where's Big DC? Hey, wait a minute. Ace King just threw Kripke in the ring. I don't know if Kripke realizes what just happened. Ace King just threw him to the wolves. Southern Discomfort has completely disintegrated here tonight in front of our eyes. Jared Kripke has El Fuego in the corner now, as everybody tries to get their wits back about him after everybody took brass knuckle shots from Jebediah and Snake. And we still haven't seen Big DC yet. I'm getting word in my headset here that they've taken him out of the building. Okay, Snake Williams Jr. and Jebediah Blackhawk have taken Big DC. They've brawled clear out of the building, and so I.P.W. officials have told me that because he can't return to the ring in a timely manner, Big DC has also been disqualified from this contest, considered the same as a forfeit because he exited the building. There you have it. That's the word of my headset from I.P.W. officials. Big DC has been eliminated from this match, so it is 2-on-2 right now. And we still haven't seen the fourth man for Team I.P.W., so technically 2-on-3. Ace King and Big Whiskey go for double elbow drops now. Ref Ryan administering the count. El Fuego gets up the shoulder. You're going to need a little bit more than that to put away Benny Candela. Ace King now stomping away at El Fuego. Again, these two met last month in our casket match main event. Ace King goes for a big splash on Benny Candela. As now it's Big Whiskey cheering on Ace King. Crowd didn't exactly pick up on the chant. There's a 2 count, and El Fuego gets the shoulder up. What a wild start to this 4-on-4 elimination match. In one fell swoop, we find ourselves down to 2-on-2, technically 3-on-2, but we still haven't seen the fourth man. Team I.P.W. tells me he's coming. At this point, I don't know if they might need him, as Team Southern Discomfort is down to just Ace King and Big Whiskey, and I don't even know if technically they're Southern Discomfort anymore. We're going to have to get some answers on this one in the coming weeks here on Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. As Whiskey now, with a snapmare out of the corner on El Fuego, looking to wear down Candela. As Ace King mocks Benny in front of the fans. Ace King, the former Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling World Champion, his partner Jared Kripke, the current United States Champion. As El Fuego getting this crowd behind him, trying to get back into this contest. Candela and Big Whiskey. El Fuego now. Elbow shots, but Big Whiskey, that was a hair pull. I don't know if the referee noticed that, but that was a hair pull by Big Whiskey. We had a good vantage point over here at our ringside commentary table. As Big Whiskey now mocks the pit bull. Might want to be careful doing that, Kripke. Pitbull might cut him in half with a spear. As Kripke now continuing to work over Benny Candela. Kripke has Candela. Big leg drop by Big Whiskey. Cocky cover. That's not going to be enough to put away El Fuego. Kick out at 2 by Candela. As Big Whiskey trying to get this Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling crowd to clap for him. I don't think he's going to get too many claps. Ace King gets the tag. The former champ now back in this match. Getting a little bit of a darker side to Ace King after being buried in that casket match a month ago. Big double hip toss by Whiskey and Ace as Whiskey takes a kick to the head by the Pitbull. Gotta be careful where you get out of there, Kripke. Kripke grabs the chair. Pitbull grabs Justin Time's tennis racket. As now Ace King laying into El Fuego. Candela needs to make a tag here. Candela needs to make a tag in the worst way to his tag team partner, the Pitbull. Big DDT by Smokin' Ace's Ace King. As now Candela in a bad way here. Ace King picking up El Fuego. Tags Kripke back in now. Team Southern Discomfort cutting off the ring is now El Fuego getting some fire. Looking to fight back. But Southern Discomfort quickly snuffs it out. Looking for a double choke slam. Big double choke slam on El Fuego right in the center of the ring as Kripke takes a victory lap. He does remember he's the legal man, right? There he goes. Goes for the cover. Cocky pin, and El Fuego kicks out. He might have had Benny beat if instead of taking that victory lap, he had gone right for the cover after the double choke slam. As now Kripke grapevines the legs of El Fuego and locks in a variation of the STF. Candela on the wrong side of the ring, trapped in the submission here. The I.P.W. fans trying to get behind El Fuego, Benny Candela, and will him back into this matchup. Kripke now trying to apply the pressure on El Fuego. El Fuego looks like he's fading. Candela looks like he's fading here. Ref Ryan checking. He's going to check the arms. There's one. If it drops 3 times, this is over for Candela. He's eliminated. There's 2. Will he get the 3rd drop? No. Fighting spirit by Benny Candela. El Fuego fights out. El Fuego fights back to his feet. El Fuego breaks free of Kripke, backs him up into the corner, and a big chop from El Fuego on Big Whiskey. This is the opening that Benny Candela needed. Candela now, another big chop to Big Whiskey. Has him trapped in the corner. Ace King talking smack while Candela delivers a hell of a kick to Big Whiskey. Big Whiskey now takes a big back elbow from El Fuego. El Fuego has taken control of this match. Big Whiskey now finds himself in the wrong part of town. Blocks the back elbow. Big back cracker by Big Whiskey. But El Fuego's right by his corner. If he realizes where he is, he might be able to make the tag. El Fuego might be able to make the tag as Ref Ryan starts to count both men down. Ref Ryan went to count. Ace King breaks it up. Now, wait a minute. There's the tag to the pit bull. There's the tag to the pit bull, but I don't think Ref Ryan saw it. I don't think referee Ryan saw it, and he didn't. He's going to get pit bull out of the ring. No, he made the tag. He made the tag. Ref Ryan making him get out of the ring. He's going to make El Fuego stay in there because he didn't see the tag. Now El Fuego getting double teamed again by Ace King and Jared Kripke. Here comes the cover, and that's it. El Fuego couldn't find any more, and he's eliminated. So now it's down to Southern Discomfort's Big Whiskey, Jared Kripke, and Ace King against the Pitbull 2-on-1. The fourth member still has never arrived and gotten into this match for Team I.P.W., so I don't know if there is a fourth man. Big double drop kick by Pitbull. He's going to try to fight off the two of them as long as he can. Big clotheslines by the Pitbull. The world champion finally legal in this match. He gets a huge drop kick there on Ace King. Pitbull now lining up Big Whiskey. Goes for another big drop kick. Whiskey catches himself in the corner. Pitbull now with a big Bronco Buster in the corner. Just riding Kripke. Pushing Kripke's head and chest into that steel turnbuckle. And now a Vader bomb to finish it off by the Pitbull. 2 count. No, Ace King is going to break up the pin and save his tag team partner in this elimination tag team match. Ace King and Big Whiskey laying the stomps in on the Pitbull. Ref Ryan gets Ace King out of the ring, but Kripke still in control of the Pitbull now. Kripke with a big leg drop over the rope on the Pitbull. Applauding himself. That's why he's the United States champion. The U.S. champion in control of the current world champion right now in this contest. Pitbull now in trouble. Here comes a slingshot by Big Whiskey. Putting Pitbull's throat across the bottom rope. Kripke now in control with Ace King. Southern Discomfort has taken back over this contest. As now Ace King in control of the Pitbull. Big suplex by Ace King. King now. Little cocky leg drop there by Ace King. Can't put him with just the leg across the throat there. You'll need a little bit more than that if you're Ace King to get the pin. Ace King now throwing punches at the head of the Pitbull. The world champion's defenseless at this point. Feel like if they go for a proper pin, they might be able to get him. Ace King and Big Whiskey, though, right now, they're more interested in just dishing out the punishment on the Pitbull. Ace King holding Pitbull in place for Big Whiskey as he shoots him off into the corner. Double knees into the back of the head of the Pitbull Rodney Fultz. As Whiskey now goes off the ropes, gets ready to do it again. Swing through the corner. Kicks to the head of the Pitbull. Big Whiskey now up top. Tags in Ace King. Ace is now the legal man. Gonna get a little double team action here. Both men on the second rope. Looking to punish the Pitbull just a little bit more. Little salute and a double axe handle from Big Whiskey and Ace King. Now here comes the cover, but not enough. Pitbull still kicks out. There's still some fight in the dog. The Pitbull kicks out. Big Whiskey now gets a stomp in. Ace King, though, still the legal man. Now Kripke's legal. Ace King gonna hold the pit bull in place as Big Whiskey gets ready to come off the top rope. Big knee to the inner thigh. That one may have been a little bit low though. 2 count kick out by the pit bull. But again, pit bull has nobody to tag. The 4th man has never shown up for Team I.P.W. I.P.W. officials have told me in my ear that if he shows up, whoever it is, he'll be legal in the match. But that's if he shows up. Right now, Pitbull fighting off 2 men on his own. There's only so much fighting the dog here. The world champion is in dire straits as Big Whiskey applauds himself in his effort here, as does Ace King. Kripke off the ropes now. Wait a minute. Pitbull catches him. Big power slam. Big power slam on Kripke. I think Kripke's head bounced off the mat, and that's a 3. Ref counted a 3. It's a 3. Kripke's eliminated. Kripke arguing that it was close. It was close, but the official's word is final. Referee says Kripke was pinned. It was close, but Kripke was pinned, and now it's 2-on-1. Now it's 2-on-1. Pitbull all alone. Kripke's technically been eliminated. Hey, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. This is very familiar music for Ace King. Can it be? It is! Ace Mob is back! Another man we haven't seen in months that was wronged by Southern Discomfort, the former longtime world champion, the notorious one, Ace Mob. He's back! The father of Ace King, the former world champion, has made his return to Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling. He's got to be the 4th man. Ace Mob has got to be the 4th man. Ace King is beside himself. Big Whiskey trying to get some extra shots in on the pit bull. As here's Ace King in the ring. Ace King now. Big slam on Big Whiskey. And now it's Ace King and Ace Mob facing off. Father and son. These two have never locked it up in an I.P.W. ring. When we last saw Ace Mob, his son Ace King was still on his side. He had not yet been corrupted by Southern Discomfort. This is the first time father and son have been on opposing sides in the I.P.W. ring. This crowd is going nuts at the return of the notorious one Ace Mob. Ace King trying to say he's not in the match. There's the salute. Guilty by affiliation is back. Pitbull and Ace Mob, known as Guilty by Affiliation, have reunited here tonight. There's the tag. Ace Mob's the legal man. He's in this contest. There it is. Ace Mob is in, and now officially it's father versus son. Ace King on the left. Ace Mob walking around the ring. A big moment here. We have not seen Ace Mob since he lost the world title to Snake Williams Jr. back at the beginning of the year. And now, father and son stare down in the middle of the ring. Which one is going to throw the first punch? It's Ace Mob and Ace King back and forth here in I.P.W. Ace Mob laying it in on Ace King. I had no idea. Ace Mob told me he was taking his grandkids to the park today. That man lied to me. Here comes Ace King off the ropes. Big shoulder block on Ace Mob. Ace Mob gets taken down by another shoulder block by Ace King, who's now fired up, facing his father in the ring. Uh-oh. Hey, Ace, turn around. Turn around, Ace. Turn around, Ace. Ace King. Ace Mob getting the shots in on King. Ace Mob. Another shot to the gut on Ace King. Ace King and Ace Mob. Ace Mob has got Ace King locked in. Ace King tries to block it, trying to elbow his way out. Ace King fighting off his own father. Ace King says it's over. He goes for the kick. Goes to lock in the double arm DDT. Ace Mob blocks it. Ace Mob blocks it. Now Ace Mob lifts up Ace King. Takes him up, picks him down, goes for the ride. Ace Mob tags in the Pitbull. They're going to get him lined up. And there's the spear by the Pitbull. Spear by the Pitbull on Ace King. There's the count. And Team I.P.W. are your winners. El Fuego comes back ringside. Justin Time is in the ring, and the celebration is on. Ace Mob has returned to Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling here at the November to Remember to help take down Southern Discomfort and his own son, Ace King. What a night we had here tonight for Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling's November to Remember. What an incredible night here. Make sure you join us for our next show, January 11th at the Delaware County Fairgrounds, our annual Hall of Fame Spectacular, where we will induct new members into the Indiana Powerhouse Wrestling Hall of Fame. For everybody here at I.P.W., I'm Zach Attack, signing off for the night. Ace Mob, Pitbull, El Fuego, Justin, send us out.
For those of you who don't know who the hell I am, allow me to introduce myself. I am the unapologetic, notorious bastard, Ace Mob. And we are Powerhouse. Hey, I.P.W. fans, I love you. Thank you for welcoming me back home. Hey, Justin, family, baby. This man.